Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
All right!
Just loving you. If anyone should ever write my life story,
There you are. Good morning. Happy Monday. I am kind of getting used to this whole losing an hour thing. I can deal with it. You know, it was kind of disappointing, though, to me today because I didn't know how daylight savings time worked for the first 15 minutes of my life. I've been waking up really just all messed up. You know what's funny? I keep telling people, for, you know, all the fun I used to have, for the boring life that I lead now, I wake up feeling even worse than I did when I was having the fun. You know, anyway, so that doesn't matter. I woke up and I saw that it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I didn't realize it was daylight savings time, so I got excited. You know, I was ready to go. Then I went back to bed and woke up at 5, and then I realized it would have been, you know, I don't know. I just was excited to get the day going, and I ruined it. That being said, I got in a little bit later today, but we're going to have a good old show for you. We got OSF Healthcare joining us in a couple of minutes, and then we got, at the 10 o'clock hour, Old Bakery Beer Company celebrating 10 years already. They're going to be in the studio filling us in. Poor Decisions joins us at 10:35, and we're going to get the latest from their upcoming events. And then right after Poor Decisions today, we're going to be talking to Bella with the Always Late TV Movie Awards. Last year I presented there, and this year the schedule didn't work out for me too much this time around the horn. I'll be up at Highland doing the Metro East Humane Society's 40th anniversary gala. So I'm excited to do that and excited that they gave me that phone call. But Bella's going to join us on really just the great event that film festival is turning out to be, and a lot of international participants. At 9:04, let's dive right into the show. Here's what you need to know on this Monday morning. The Jersey County Sheriff's Office is currently investigating a motorcycle crash that did occur on Illinois Route 3 and Nearburn Road near Grafton yesterday. Sheriff Manns reported the incident involved 2 motorcycles, resulting in injuries to 2 individuals, aged 22 and 37 respectively. Both victims were airlifted to the St. Louis University Hospital by Arch Medical Helicopter for treatment. The investigation remains ongoing as authorities work diligently to uncover the circumstances surrounding this unfortunate incident. Also in tragic news today, Jersey County Coroner Kevin Ayers confirmed that the victim of a mining accident at Calhoun Quarry and Fielden has been identified as 67-year-old Anthony Severs, a resident of Batchtown. Severs pronounced deceased at the scene on the 5th of March following an incident reported to authorities at 4:19 p.m. An autopsy has been completed, results are pending, and the cause of death remains undisclosed. The investigation into the circumstances of the accident are ongoing, with further updates expected from the Jersey County Coroner's Office. Severs was regarded as a beloved member of the Calhoun County community, making his passing a significant loss for the region. An 18-year-old Alton resident, Chance M. Lyons, faces multiple weapon charges following a shooting that left a victim injured. On February the 28th, Lyons allegedly shot someone in the abdomen during a verbal dispute and before disposing of the firearm in the Mississippi River, charged with aggravated battery and unlawful possession of weapons. Lyon was found to be underage and without a valid FOID card. Despite claiming he shot the victim to protect his girlfriend and her child, the evidence indicates he was the initial aggressor. He remains in custody at the Madison County Jail. An 18-year-old from Alton, Dylan Franklin, is facing serious charges following a domestic attack that intensified when a witness intervened. Here's what we know. On February 27th, Franklin allegedly strangled a household member and struck them multiple times. Court documents reveal that the witness attempted to separate Franklin from the victim, leading to a physical altercation between the witness and Franklin. Court documents reveal the witness attempted to separate Franklin from the victim, leading to a physical altercation between the witness and Franklin. The victim, injured and reportedly covered in a blood-like substance, attempted to defend herself with scissors. Franklin, charged with aggravated domestic battery when was initially remanded to jail but has since been granted pretrial release. We'll keep you updated as more details do get announced. Finally, in the news today, the Village of Godfrey has officially broken ground on a new dog park at Glazebrook Park, with community leaders gathering for a ceremony to mark the occasion. Mayor McCormick highlighted the park's long-awaited development, which gained momentum thanks to resident Beth Hines, who advocated for the project in honor of her late father-in-law, Max. The dog park will feature separate sections for large and small dogs and will require owners to register for membership. Expected to open this summer, the park aims to provide a welcoming space for dogs and their owners. And that's a look. No, it's not. One final news story for you. And this really was the biggest one of the weekend, and so many were a part of this as we saw the Alton Lady Redbirds secure their historic third place at the state tournament. I don't know why this one wasn't the first one on my news sheet today. Shame on CJ. But we all know what the biggest news story was for the 618, and that was the Alton Lady Redbirds basketball team as they concluded their season on a pretty high note, defeating last year's state champions Loyola Academy 54-44 in the third place game of the IHSA Class 4A Girls State Basketball Tournament on March the 8th. The victory, it marks Alton's first state tournament trophy. The Redbirds started strong, leading 14-4 after the first quarter and maintaining control throughout the game. Senior Jarius Powers led all scores with 16 points. How about that? Supported by teammates Keoka Proctor and Talia Norman with a final record of 34-3. Alton's remarkable season and dedication to Alton basketball were celebrated as they closed out the year on a positive note, and so many joined them for that parade yesterday across the city of Alton, and really just great to see those girls celebrated. At 9:08, that is what's happening around the Riverbend. Let's take a look at weather. It's 42 degrees. It feels like it doesn't know what it wants to do outside. It feels like 46, humidity at 60%. Today, warm and plenty of sunshine. It's a great day to be outside. Hint, hint, boss man. Tonight, clear. Hey, temperatures are only going to reach, I don't know, just about 72 degrees today. We will see them drop down to 42 overnight as we head into Tuesday. On Tuesday, partly sunny skies, a high of 73, a low of 42 degrees. On Wednesday, a high of 75, a low of 45, and on Thursday, a high of 74, a low of 50. Now, on Friday, be mindful of this. They are starting to monitor a chance of a system coming in that could produce some pretty potentially severe storms. So just mind that on Friday. I know that Saturday is the St. Patrick's Day pub crawl, and CJ Nacella will be with you every step of the way until I'm not. But make sure you're safe this weekend, because there is going to see a big increase in barometric pressure and all of that. Would feel like a Category 2 hurricane is what the report I saw was, and that's for Friday. They're predicting on Friday, temperatures will reach almost 80 degrees, drop down to 53 overnight as we head into Saturday. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. It is 9:10 in the heart of the 618. It's 42 degrees. It feels like 46 out there for time and temperature. 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and Return Home. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time by going to RiverBender.com/weather. Okay, while I have you, let's go right into this. Carver's Barbecue. We got to start our week with some live reads. Think about this. It's going to be 70 degrees, okay? Why not go out there for lunch and just have a good old day? They got slot machines. You go ahead and bring an extra $20. Just don't do what I did this last weekend and cash out. We'll talk about that later. Go in there, grab award-winning barbecue, and really just enjoy the day. What I love about Carver's is the way their seating is. I mean, it's really, they lay it out so nice in there where you're not feeling claustrophobic. You know, everyone's got their own space. And the way they make their meals, you're always going to leave feeling good. And that's really what barbecue's all about. I mean, the warmer months are starting, and hey, the bigger events are getting ready to start up too. Maybe you got some graduations coming down the pipeline. Maybe you have Easter. Maybe you have all of these other bigger events. I mean, I hate to tell you this, but 4th of July will be here sooner than we know it. You know, at Carver's Barbecue, if you cater with them, it's for everybody, and I think that's what I find so great about it too, because they just don't pour, you know, the sauce on there, because we have the people that think ranch dressing spicy, so we can't just ruin the day for them too. So what they'll do is they'll make sure that they put all the meat out there, and then they have that sauce on the side option for you. A lot of great things. It's customizable. It's tailored to you. I highly recommend going to carversbbq.com to learn more. That's carversbbq.com or 618-467-9999. We aren't turning to for Cardinal Scare. All we're just going to do is have the best award-winning barbecue out there, and that's at Carver's Barbecue. 618-467-9999. And don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. Alrighty. Why don't we do this? We'll take a break. We'll come back with more Daily Show right after this on RiverBender.com.
Baby, don't change your mind. Don't change it. Don't change it.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. osfoncall.org/virtual visit.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Brant Walker knows how to get results for Alton because he's done it. As Mayor Brant froze the property tax levy and balanced the budget, his economic development policy stimulated $116 million in private capital investment. Community policing and increased resources for public safety led to a decrease in crime. And under Brant Walker's leadership, Alton secured more than $10 million in extra grant funds for infrastructure and park improvements. Move Alton forward with Brant Walker.
Matesa Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Matesa team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MatesasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Living in LA with my best old ex-friend Ray. Guy nice. She said she knew well and sometimes hated. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them.
Welcome back to our daily show. Sorry, there was a lot happening here in the last 30 seconds, but we got it all in there. Welcome back, OSF Healthcare, and it's really great to have you guys back on the show, and always love having your insights. Randy was filling me in a little bit more, Dana and Brandy, about the low-dose CT clinic and just what you guys are doing at OSF Healthcare. But for starters, how are you on this supposedly going to be warmer morning?
Really good, really good. A little warm in here.
It is very warm in here. I'm glad it's not just me. I thought I was having a stroke at one point. I mean, I drink energy drinks and I'm always scared. You know, I keep reading that and I'm trying to quit them and I'm like, oh man, is it the energy drink or is it because the boiler's on?
Probably, a little bit of both.
Okay, that's my wake-up call of the morning. But, you know, I really find this such a great conversation because we just talked with OSF about all the innovations that are really happening right here in our own backyard and all the services that are coming right here to our own neighborhoods. And with this clinic, you know, really take me through its purpose.
So the purpose of the low-dose CT clinic is to get people screened for lung cancer. So Dana can kind of talk a little bit about the screening guidelines for that.
So basically the screening process. So first, you know, a lot of times if you have a primary care, your primary care will assess them and go through the qualifications for the low-dose CT. If they meet the criteria, then it will trigger a referral to our clinic. Okay. So the guidelines as far as CMS, American Cancer Society right now, you have to be 50 to 80 years old. You have to have at least a 20-year pack year history, smoking history, or have quit within the last 15 years smoking. So if you meet those criteria, then you qualify for a low-dose CT. Most insurance will cover it as a screening, but you know, if not, sometimes there are other options. But most insurance will cover it if you follow the screening.
Well, and when we're talking about its purpose, it's just, is this a pretty good way to detect this as quickly as we can, or is this kind of one of those kind of steps down the road, you know?
No, it is a good way, and actually right now I think it's the only way to detect lung cancer at this point. Yeah.
What are some of the statistics that you guys kind of have when you're talking about the utilization of your CT and your low-dose CT as it pertains to cancer care in your clinics?
So as far as utilization at our clinic, we recently, as in last week, just started this clinic. Right. So we don't necessarily have statistics related to that, but we can give you some statistics related to lung cancer in general.
Mm-hmm. Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
So in the United States, lung cancer, there is 53 patients per every 100,000 with lung cancer.
Really?
In Illinois, that jumps up a little bit to 58 per 100,000. But we serve Madison County, Macoupin County, Jersey County, and Greene County. So then those statistics jump up even higher to the 70s and 80s per 100,000 people.
Is there a reason for that? Is it the factory thing? Is it the fact that, you know, kind of the lifestyle was a little bit different? Yeah. Is it a combination of it all?
Yeah. We think so, yeah.
Really? Well, and see, whenever you're working with low-dose CT, what is the conversation you have with that individual, too? Because I'm sure, you know, especially if, you know, you're going for a screening, that can kind of get a little alarming if you'd never been to one before, and maybe you're like me and you kind of always go in expecting, you know, the worst outcome, which a lot of people do. What's your conversation like?
So that conversation usually happens with the primary care provider before they order that first screening. And so they'll talk about things such as the risks and benefits of it. The benefit being, the risks being what you can find on it. So lung cancer or any kind of other thyroid nodules or
renal or kidney.
But then the benefits of it is hopefully if there is anything, we're finding it early enough to get you diagnosed early enough for a potential cure.
And whenever you were talking about the thyroid and some of those other aspects, do you think that that's a good way to catch maybe some things that would not have been noticed if you didn't have the screening?
It is. Yeah. It is, and we call those incidentals, and that is something too, like that we would also follow up on there at the clinic. So anything that's found that any kind of mass node nodule, anything that can be construed as potential cancer, we follow up on. And so we do find a lot of there is found a lot of like thyroid nodules or kidney masses, things like that.
That otherwise would not have been found.
Along with the lung.
You know, where exactly at OSF is the clinic at?
It's held at the Molar Cancer Center.
Oh,
so we are
we're just right in there,
Yep.
It goes hand in hand really with that umbrella.
Yeah.
As a coordinator too, Dana, I was curious, what is that, after you have the CT and maybe it does come back that there is something there, what are those other steps going forward? Is it back to the primary care provider? Do you start right with you guys right away?
Yes. So like after that initial low dose CT is put in by the primary care, then that triggers the referral to us. So then at that point, we will manage that afterwards. Primary care, of course, is in the loop through the whole step of the way, but we will manage after that initial. So there's a software that we manage all the scans on, and that's kind of my main hub. And following through, for the normals or anything that needs like a closer repeat, if deemed working, obviously collaborating with Brandy, if we need to bring the patient in sooner for a visit, and just following it on that side of it, and just communicating with the patient rapidly with their diagnosis or with their results, not necessarily diagnosis.
Yep. And then I'll be there to order any kind of follow-up scans or anything like that they need.
Oh, sorry. No.
So, and then obviously if it's something that we don't manage through the clinic, if it would be something other than like those incidentals, maybe it's just pulmonary hypertension or something like that, then I will communicate back with the primary care for them to continue to manage that.
That's a good point too. I'm glad you brought that.
So the loops are closed,
Yeah. Well, and whenever you're, looking at that CT for the first time, are you able to tell quite a bit from that just based on it, or does it just give you a good enough indicator that something's not looking 100%?
So on the scans, on the results, I don't really look at the actual image of it. I look at the report, and the radiologist is pretty good at putting if it's suspicious for cancer or if it's it could be inflammatory or some other thing. And then there are recommendations, guidelines that you go off of, and there are recommendations generally put on there. We recommend a follow-up in 3 months or 6 months, or if it does say highly suspicious, then we will immediately go into follow-up scans. Yeah.
See, what I find, and you both know more about it because you live it every day, and I'm just hearing, with these interviews, but it seems like there's been so many advancements when it comes to early detection and all, that it's so fascinating just to hear about.
It's all about early detection, yes.
And now, whenever it comes to that, when should people start really going and I hate to say it, but should we have cancer screenings even though we think we're healthy? Should we be part of those?
If you meet the guidelines, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you are between 50 and 80 and you do smoke or you have a recent history of smoking, yes, you should. Generally, a lot of times, early cancer is not, you don't have symptoms.
Right.
And so by the time you have symptoms, you might be further advanced. So yes, getting them done, you can get them done once a year.
Mm-hmm.
So getting them done yearly is very important.
Yes.
And, for somebody that maybe, I know that there's quite a few out there that are like this. I hope to be that way one day. I quit smoking cigarettes, but I'm now back to vaping, but I'm getting there. I'm breaking, I know.
Vaping is just as bad.
I know, it's not good. And
yes.
I'm going to take, my goal is when I take my vacation, I'm going to quit vaping. So that way I'm angry by myself and not in the office and on the air. You never know what could happen.
Yes.
But for people that are, maybe quit smoking, they were, the 3-pack a day for 10 years or 15. And maybe they've been, they quit smoking for 15 years. Now it's been 30 years, but they still had that history of abuse to your lungs. Should you still go and get that checked out?
Well, you can, but because if it's been longer than 15 years ago, insurance probably won't cover.
That's what I was curious about too. So it does conform within those guidelines for insurance.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Really interesting.
And that's ever changing, but it falls with those guidelines. Yes.
And do you guys have a smoking cessation program?
We do, and it's actually ran by one of our nurses, Karen Boyd.
Oh, okay. She's been on the show. Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she's great. She actually is trying to get a class going for it, but it's not been the easiest thing. So right now she does a lot of one-on-one with the patients.
What's that look like, if you don't mind?
It is, per Karen, it is like a 4 to 5 week session. I think once a week. The first session, they talk a lot about like the smoking history and things like that, but then they continue on with things like what triggers their smoking, what helps them not smoke, things like that. Just they set a goal date to stop smoking. She can recommend different things like patches or medications or something like that might help them be able to quit. And she just kind of works on them, one-on-one, and with the positivity. If you smoked 1 full pack last week, but you're smoking a half a pack this week,
Goals.
Yes.
And see, that's right, because I've had that conversation. My aunt and I are the worst about this, because she wants to quit smoking too sometimes, and I'm calling her out a little bit. But she took track of her cigarettes, and it was going really good until, like everybody, it doesn't. Then you forget about it. And that's how I am with it too, because I went like a month without vaping and felt great. And then I decided just to go ahead and buy one again. And it was just not good ever since then. And so it's one of those things too, where it's just, I'm sure, to have that motivation and know, hey, you got to have little baby steps sometimes. And cold turkey's not for everybody.
No. Right. And that's the kind of stuff that she talks about in that class.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And on our communication that we send out with those low-dose CTs, like the normal letters or anything like that, her number and contact information is on all of those letters too.
It's really, this is just a great thing. And now we'll come back with more OSF healthcare, and we'll talk a little bit more about the low-dose CT. We'll also come back and talk about some free skin screenings that are coming up and some other events too. You stay there. We'll stay here. It's 52 degrees. It's 118 in the studio, but we'll come back with more after this.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
What are you doing?
We did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, we'll go. It's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab select 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ
Get access to care for anyone, anywhere, at any time. No appointments, no waiting rooms, no traveling. OSF on call.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab select 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
But I keep on thinking about you, sister, a golden hair surprise. And I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? Now I've been one more chorus.
Just look the other way. Welcome back, Daily Show hitting you at 9:34. A little bit of change on this Monday morning, I think. We're back in studio with OSF Healthcare and wanted to dive right into the upcoming screening opportunities. And there's a fish fry coming down the pipeline too. Where do we start?
Well, our the upcoming screenings that we have skin screening on
April 7th.
Monday, April 7th from 3:30 to 5:30. It's free. Anybody can come.
Do you have to meet the same qualifying factors?
No,
not on that. You just come in, you can get screened if you want a whole body screening, if you have a specific area that you would like looked at. It's just
see,
open.
that's kind of me.
We've done a few of those.
I'm not saying I haven't, but I get these white blotches, and it's only when I get overheated, and I'm like, I just feel like I'm dying. I don't know. I'm a hypochondriac, though. I've always been this way.
Well, come work in the cancer center.
Yeah, you'll see. Yeah.
With that being said, too, April the 7th, 3:30 to 5?
3:30 to 5:30.
And then
and anybody's welcome.
And that's at the
Moeller Cancer Center. Yeah.
Perfect. And then there's also another prostate screening coming up, too.
Yes, it'll be a couple months. We don't have a specific date
We
yet,
just had
but
one,
it is also free. So there'll be more to come on that one.
That's a big one. That's when
It
people
is.
need to start
It
taking
is.
more seriousness over. You
Yeah.
know, that and colon cancer, I feel like, it seems like the two big ones OSF and I have been talking about lately.
Yeah, a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Yep. And then
we have a fish fry coming up as well on Friday, April 4th from 11 to 2. It will also be held there at the Cancer Center. And it is to raise money for Team Hope for the American Cancer Society.
Really cool.
And so we've done it the last two or three years.
2 or 3 years now,
Yeah, and we do pretty
Quite well.
good for it. And it goes towards Team Hope, which then gives things like transportation funds to us for our patients.
we have a lot of needs with that with our patients with
Oh,
rides
I'm
and
sure.
sorts.
Yeah.
And it's the little things, too, that you don't realize, you know, or that we take for granted, you know, that $40 tank of gas,
Yeah.
that can be a little bit troublesome if you're in the middle of one of the biggest battles of your life, you
Yes,
know?
Right.
Yep.
Oh, and with the fish fry too, it's probably a great opportunity for you guys just to go out and kind of let the hair down a little bit as a team and just be out there in the community.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a great thing. You know, we hold it right there at the Cancer Center. The majority of us are out there helping get it set up. Actually, one of our nurses, her dad cooks the fish right there.
Oh.
So you get the fish and
There you go.
Yep.
It ain't one of those prefab fish
No,
meals. This is
no.
on the
Real-
spot
this is real
cooking.
thing.
Yep,
Yeah.
and then they make homemade chips right there as well, and then you'll have coleslaw and all the fixins for that.
Yep.
Water, dessert. It's nice. It's
really
$12
good.
I love
a
it.
person.
$12?
Yep, and you
I'm
guys,
in.
you can call the Cancer Center, or you can come to the Cancer Center for tickets Monday through Friday, 9 to 2, starting next Monday.
Yes.
Very good. Well, and also, what I think's really just going back to this Lodo CT and all that coming back into play is the fact that, for the last couple of years, you guys have done a really good job with OSF and the Moeller Cancer Center of providing this all-encompassing experience from the cancer coordinators and then the resources that you guys have available too. And it seems like when you add this portion into it, it really creates that full circle aspect.
It does.
And just take me, if you could, from both of your experiences, what you think this will do to kind of increase that, because it does seem like all across the board, from the family side to that patient side, it's really covered.
Yeah, and we're hoping that this will, I don't want to say bring us more business.
No, yeah.
I don't want it to come across that way. But I think that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to. But the goal is to find cancer at an early enough stage to be cured,
Yeah.
and to resolve some of the sleepless nights for some of these patients. So if we can get them in and we can get them screened and then move them along quickly in the process, this will help, help
that stress and yeah.
Well, and you're 100% right. And why wouldn't you want people to come into their local resource in their local, healthcare system? Because, that's where I think that's that added value, where it's, you aren't adding the stress of, and I always kind of say it, but it's so true, is dodging the war zone that's 270 and going over there and dealing with all of that when, you can just get up and go right outside the neighborhood and you're there.
Yeah. And we have an oncologist on site.
Right.
So like if determined on those scans, if it would be cancer, then we have oncologist, Dr. Sandu, right on site that Brandy can refer right into oncology and expedite that process even further.
See, I just think it's so important for the people to know that too, because they really, it's such a great addition to what, on top of all the other services that have been added recently too. And it's just great for the public to know that locally you guys are really adding these things to make this experience the best it can be.
Right.
Right. And, we want to help patients, and that's, we all love our jobs there at the Cancer Center, and that's the goal. We want to help the patients, and we want to get them screened and diagnosed in a timely manner. Yeah. We would love to see cancer become fully curable, but, until that happens, we are there to help.
Yeah.
Well, and it's about being a good neighbor too.
It is.
And there's so many times where I've had on, and Heather's been on, and Tracy's been on, and so many people that, it's a team effort. And, it's, I hate to say it, but it's not a matter of if sometimes. It's just a matter of when someone it could be you or someone is going to go through this.
Yeah.
And to know that this team that's going to be there for you is truly all-encompassing and passionate and has all these resources. And it really means a whole heck of a lot more knowing that you're going to your neighbor and not a stranger in another town.
Kind of like a family.
Yeah. That's just kind of my takeaway. And I just love the fact that you guys keep adding things like this low-dose CT.
Yeah. And I want to mention, too, we do the self-referrals. We do take self-referrals. So, we have a lot of patients, unfortunately, maybe they come through the ER or what have you, and they don't have a primary care. So we do take self-referrals. You can call in and we can go through the guidelines, see if you qualify, kind of assess that on that insurance side of it. And if you meet, then Brandy can order that low-dose CT. And then at that time, you get them in, and if they have other needs, those other resources, trying to have them leave from their appointment with as many appointments as they need. So like they're not out and then you're trying to call them. You're capturing and doing the referrals or setting them up with the primary care is huge, and getting that done for them while they are at their visit with Brandy.
So generally they leave with an appointment for a primary care. If they need another, say they need a follow-up scan in 3 months, they'll leave with an appointment for that. If they need a PET scan, they'll leave with an appointment for that. So anything that they need, or if they need to be sent to another specialty, anything that they need at that time, we will get them set up before they even leave the building.
And see, that's really good peace of mind, too.
Yes.
It's not just kind of like, here's your number, take it, and you're moving on. I mean,
and so many people just don't know what the next steps are, where to go,
or
how to get in touch.
And if they have to call themselves, then it's just.
That's such a really good point too, and that's why, like I said, I'm just glad to have conversations with OSF, because the more we talk about this, the more people do understand kind of the inner workings in a way of how the healthcare system's working for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yes. Yeah. And we take outside too. We do take outside referrals from outside providers as well if they wish to order through us for that low-dose CT. And we had been doing that currently, but we just wanted to mention that again, that we take the outside too.
Wonderful. Well, seriously, thank you both for stopping by. And is there anything else we need to talk about for now?
Well, how about our contact information?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That's good.
You can reach the Cancer Center at 618-433-7600. Or Dana, the RN coordinator, if you need to set up a low-dose CT or you want to see if you qualify, you can reach her at 618-433-7607.
Oh, that was impressive.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got it.
I like it. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break at 9:42. A little bit of change on this Monday morning. It's the 10th day of March. More Daily Show comes down the pipeline next in the heart of the 618.
Get access to care for anyone, anywhere, at any time. No appointments, no waiting rooms, no traveling. OSF on call.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois, with specials 5 days a week. Mondays roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I promise you I've done this for 7 years. Welcome back to Our Daily Show on this Thursday morning. And no, I did not just forget what day of the week it was. We're getting through this together. Dr. Megan Hill is the superintendent of the St. Louis Language Immersion School. March 2nd through the 8th is National Foreign Language Week. And really no better time to talk about this and no better person to talk about this than with you. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Well, you know, there's so many benefits, I would assume, Megan, and just from my experience with this, of knowing and learning a second language, you know, better career options, brain function improvements, and all these really great connection points. And, you know, right off the bat, as we are celebrating National Foreign Language Week, what are your thoughts just with your role? And then what's the best way to recognize it?
Sure. So again, thanks for having me. Excited to be here. I'm the superintendent of the St. Louis Language Immersion School. And as we celebrate National Foreign Language Week, we want to celebrate our learners at SLIS. We're a public charter school, pre-K through 8th grade. We have 3 language immersion programs in French, Spanish, and Chinese. And our students are learning every day in a dual language structure. How to become bilingual and biliterate in those languages. So we are definitely the right folks to talk to as we celebrate this exciting time of year. And as you said, our mission is to make sure that our students emerge bilingual, biliterate. We serve students in the city of St. Louis, a really diverse student population. We have staff from 18 different countries who are bilingual teachers in our classrooms every day working with our kids. And so we're celebrating them too. And really the international focus that our school brings to the city of St. Louis and offers as an excellent academic choice for families.
Well, and Megan too, or Dr. Hill, what have you seen in your role just as superintendent, you know, as the students develop and really just the culture that's been created at SLIS?
Sure. So I think first and foremost, the second language learning, seeing students and I'm in classrooms a lot of times throughout the week, seeing students interact with their teachers in our target languages, seeing our teachers work really hard to implement our dual language model to support students in their learning and to make sure they're successful. And I think one of the most exciting things when you have a staff in St. Louis City in a public charter school from 18 different countries is the cultural exchange and the international awareness that this really brings to our learners in our school. We could take the Spanish program, for example. We have staff from multiple places in the world serving kids in that program. And so, you know, in one year, a student might have a teacher who's from Mexico, the next year, a teacher from Puerto Rico, the next year from Colombia. And so they're really getting not just the Spanish language, but a lot of input in terms of cultural awareness, learning about the traditions and the culture that their teacher celebrates with them every day. And it's that's really the one of the most exciting parts, I think, of the experience at our school.
Well, and really, that's a priceless experience too. And on top of that, it seems like, and just from my very brief knowledge of a second language with dialects, it seems like too there's different countries that have different dialects of a certain language, just like maybe we do with the English language. So to get that different viewpoint from other countries, I think is very important for the overall growth of your students.
Definitely. And our students are getting that in all three of our programs when they have a new teacher each year. And so I'm a speaker of French and Spanish myself. And so
I'm jealous.
I know for certain how much it can differ even within one country, sometimes the dialect and the accent change. And so getting exposed to that and having a new teacher each year who brings the language, but also brings a new perspective is, like you said, it's priceless.
How have you seen your students benefit, from this, of this, immersion language program, really, and just, from start to finish, or just from, maybe a couple of times that you've seen their progression? What have you just seen from their takeaways and then what they've been able to achieve?
Sure. So some of them start as early as pre-K. We have a Spanish pre-K classroom. We're adding a Chinese pre-K classroom next year, and then a French pre-K classroom the year after that.
That's awesome.
Many of them start in kindergarten or first, though, and they progress through our grade levels all the way to 8th grade. When our students graduate in 8th grade, they receive the Pathway to Biliteracy Award from the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. It comes with their graduation certificate, and we proudly offer that to our students every year, every single one of our graduates, because they are emerging bilingual and biliterate from our school. We've recently started an alumni program at our school as well. We were founded in 2009, so our alums are pretty young still. Our oldest alums are still finishing, most of them are still finishing college, but we have brought them back into the school for visits. We have gathered them and really heard a lot from them about what they're doing with their language skills, and we hear amazing things. They're going to incredible colleges and universities. I just spoke to an alum who came back for an event last month who's at Washington University, and he's going into research in the field in science. He's a native Spanish speaker and he's fluent in French, and he knows he can leverage those skills that he learned in our school. Along with that, I think the cultural awareness and a broader understanding of the world to be really effective and be really an asset to his field. So we're really proud of him and all of our alums at SLIS. Well,
and you just to get a follow up on that last part of it, and those are the opportunities that are really provided with this. I mean, the more languages the more pathways that you completely open up, because, I keep kicking myself in high school for not taking my foreign language class seriously enough to really progress on it. And now I have to, start on over. But when you're going just as maybe a visitor to other countries, how much more that helps you, your friends or your family, whoever you're traveling with. But on the business side, with technology and all the new ways that we can connect, why not learn it? I mean, it should just be one of those things people do.
I completely agree. That's the mission of the school. And I think, I hear people say that all the time, that they wish they would have been able to become more proficient, or that they learned something in middle or high school, but they forgot it all, or they found it really challenging by the time they got to high school to learn that second language, and they wish they would have had access earlier. And it is true that our youngest learners, especially from pre-K to 3rd grade, they're picking up the language so quickly. They're using it in our school to learn science and social studies. One of our teachers in the French program I was actually in her classroom yesterday, and she is making sure that her students are using French to learn science every day and holding them accountable to that. And they're just in 1st grade. So it's really incredible what they can do at such a young age, and how much they can learn and how quickly they can learn.
Well, and just a quick question on that too. Whenever you start a language, does it make learning other languages sometimes easier? If you pick up a Spanish, or some of the tones similar, some of the ways that you communicate a little bit similar, does it become easier to learn maybe a 3rd or 4th after that 2nd?
Definitely. And I would say French and Spanish are closely related as Romance languages. Once you learn one, the next one is a lot easier to master. I can actually speak from experience on that. But really, Chinese, for example, is much, much further removed from English, fewer cognates, not the same alphabet, obviously. That's a lot more challenging. But once you learn one language, the research shows that you're going to pick up the second one even faster, no matter what language it is, and the third and the fourth, because you become more astute at learning a second language and using it. And I would probably argue you become a little more courageous in your ability to use the language and test your skills in real life situations. That can be a hard thing to do. And it's another reason we're so proud of our students, because it requires a lot of confidence and a lot of, honestly, a lot of failure, a lot of accepting that you're not going to be right all the time. And you're going to learn.
That's just a great point. And Dr. Hill, how are you guys over there celebrate National Foreign Language Week? Are there some days that you're throwing out there? Are there an event that we can be a part of, or that you guys are celebrating at the schools?
Sure. So this week, we're really celebrating our classrooms and our teachers, thanking them for all their work they're doing with our students. I actually am preparing something to go out to staff today to celebrate their successes this year, thank them for how hard they're working on our dual language model, and also just thank them for representing their languages and their cultures in our school. We also celebrate in the month of March. It's Francophone month. So it's about cultures that speak French across the globe.
Oh, wow.
So it's related to this week, but it's a couple weeks away. We usually do a celebration of all the cultures in our school that are French speaking, not just France. I know a lot of people think of France when they hear the French language, but we have teachers from Haiti and from Senegal, and we want to celebrate that. So later this month, we'll be celebrating that. And we have celebrations like that all throughout the year that are truly unique to our school. So one of our values is to celebrate mission moments, big and small, and that's one of them. So we've got the Francophone celebration annually. We do a big celebration for Hispanic Heritage Month, and of course, we just had the Chinese New Year. So there's something really special and different almost every month at our school, thanks to our international focus.
On the French side of things too, I just a quick question, just one that I thought of at the top of my head, which always gets me in trouble. But with the St. Louis history being as rich as it is, with the French culture, have you been able to have your students gain a little bit bigger insights into historical, significance of that? Because, there's times that I read, things about St. Louis, and I just can't put the two and two together because there's a language disconnect for me there. And I didn't know if that helped your students at all, or if you've seen that takeaway.
Sure. We've supported our students in learning about that throughout, over the years, and connecting with local resources. We're interested in doing more of that, because that's one of the reasons that we're so proud of our French immersion program, is
that's
that
cool.
The French connection for St. Louis, the Creole connection. And so wanting to make sure that our students and our staff are well connected locally. And St. Louis is the perfect place to do that.
That's awesome. See, normally those off the top questions get me in trouble, Dr. Hill. So I'm glad this one didn't. But as we're just keeping this conversation going and coming to a close here in a few minutes, what would you like the region to know about SLIS, and how do you guys obtain your funding? Because I know that that's always a challenge in education for private schools. I don't know how that works for charter, or what that difference is, but I'd be more than curious to hear about that.
Sure. So we are a public charter school in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
So we are operating in the district boundaries of the St. Louis Public Schools, as charter schools must, as required by state law in Missouri. Our funding comes mainly from the state. So we do receive federal, state, and local funds. Predominantly, I'd say 80% come from the state foundation formula in Missouri for public students in Missouri. So that's based on your total attendance, and also on your student population, any specific populations that you serve. And then there's a formula for that, and we are funded mainly by the state of Missouri. So we're a public school. Because we receive that public funding, and by the way, the federal funding too, for the title programs and things like that, we are accountable to every requirement that every public school in the state of Missouri must follow. So we're accountable to that. We are in compliance with all the state and federal laws surrounding how to operate a public school. And that's a big part of my job, is to make sure that we're adhering to all that and that we're implementing our model and leveraging those financial resources in appropriate ways to meet our goals.
Well, I'm glad. It's just fascinating to know a little bit more about the structure of it too. And, Dr. Hill, what are you most proud of in your role? Is it seeing the students grow? Is it seeing the teachers connect? If you could pinpoint, one or two things that really make you proud of what the program and what the school is all about, I'd be more than happy to share that with our audience today too.
Sure. So I would say first and foremost, our students and their growth. Our students have grown an incredible amount in reading specifically this year.
That's awesome.
We're performing in our reading growth better than 95% of schools in the country in terms of how quickly our students are progressing in reading. We're very proud of that.
Awesome.
That's a recent point of pride, I think, for all of us at SLIS. Incredibly proud of our diverse and committed community. That includes staff, but also the families that we serve who come back year over year, and new families too who come in the door to learn. And then I think the last thing I would say is we're really proud to be located in the city of St. Louis. We're actually right next to Energizer Park in the City Commons neighborhood, and we are extremely proud to bring an international focus to our city, to bring staff from all over the world, and to be a hub for global language learning in our city.
And what have there been conversations? We just talked about a tiny bit about what you'd like to do with future programs. What are the goals, if you had to share, if you could share a little bit with us, what SLIS would like to do, to increase their impact, not only in the city, but maybe even a blueprint model and a model just for other, charters and other locations to follow?
Sure. That's a great question. I think right now we have a 5-year strategic plan. We're actually about to write a new one. We're in year 4. So we're gearing up for that. That strategic plan has had a very strong academic focus and making sure that our students are growing. Our most recent data show that we're doing a really good job with that. We also have a heavy early childhood focus in our current strategic plan, hence the addition of the pre-K classrooms. And we've sort of moved with the state of Missouri in terms of funding that we can actually access for pre-K programs. So we're thrilled to be able to launch those classrooms and start our language learners even earlier. That's been a big focus of our strategic plan. And then we also have a middle school program that we've been focusing on a lot in the past 5 years, and making sure that our middle school program is a strong and rigorous extension of the language learning that happens in pre-K to 5. So those have been our really what we've been strongly focused on in the past 4 or 5 years. Looking ahead to our next strategic plan, I think continuing to strengthen those programs, continuing to raise awareness. One of our goals has also been raising awareness about our school. Mm-hmm. Opportunities like this are great because
you're doing a great job. I was about ready to say you're off to a good start.
Thank you. But marketing for one, to make sure people know who are eligible, know they can enroll, but also the community should know that we're here and what we do and how unique our model is. And so we want to make those connections with community partners and with organizations across St. Louis City and County and the metro area in general to make sure that people know we're here and that we want to connect and that we have an international hub right down the street. So
well, and that brings me to my final point, crystal ball moment there for you, Dr. Hill. How can we get involved? How can, listeners or viewers on this show that are watching, in St. Charles or in the city or wherever they're tuning in from today, or even over here, how can we get involved? How can we partner up and just keep shining a spotlight on this?
That is a great question. Thanks for asking.
I got 2 good questions in a row, Dr. Hill. How about that?
I would say first, the first way to get involved is just stay tuned and keep follow us on social media, check out our website, take a look at what's going on in our school, and celebrate with us a little bit. We would love to have community volunteers. We have a volunteer program. You can actually complete a form on our website if you'd like to volunteer in our school. Community partnerships are huge. Other nonprofits, we have a few key community partners we work with every day. We'd love to have more. We're always looking for real world experiences, field trips, connections for our students at every grade level. And so any opportunity there is something we'd love to explore too. We want to make sure our students can get out of the doors of the school, be in the community, and connect with language and other cultural resources that the St. Louis area has to offer. So all those are great ways to connect with us.
Absolutely. And Dr. Hill, thank you so much for stopping by. You're more than welcome back anytime to fill us in on more of the great work Slissa's doing. I think it's incredible. And thank you so much for showcasing National Foreign Language Week with us right here in downtown Alton today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, no problem. We'll link everything in an article on RiverBender.com and take a quick break on this Thursday morning. Now that I know what day of the week it is, more daily. I don't need a commercial break. 10:05, welcome back. Right here on this Monday morning. I almost forgot what day of the week it was, Lauren, but that's okay. Old Bakery Beer Company is celebrating 10 years. That is wild to think about. It's been a quick ride already, I'm sure, Lauren, but you guys are just getting started. Congratulations on the 10-year mark. And number one, how are you feeling today?
Thanks so much. Tired.
You guys have had a lot of events going on lately.
Yeah, we're full of events all the time. We had several new markets and things like that happen earlier in the year. We just celebrated Robert Wadlow's birthday party, which is always a great time. And we have our anniversary festival coming up later this month.
It's going to be exciting. Now, let's go right into the anniversary festival. What date is that, and when can we be a part of it?
Yeah, so it's on Sunday, March 23rd. It's our annual beer tasting festival, Buzzed Beer Festival. It's kind of grown and changed over the years to not just be beer. It's all sorts of different local craft beverage producers. So there's non-alcoholic products, spirits, mead, cider, and beer. So all sorts of things to taste there. We've always done it as a little bit of a fundraiser for the local Piasa Palisades Sierra Club. And the reason it's Buzzed Beer Festival is because we also like to highlight the importance of pollinators to really all of our food system, but, it's also important for beer. So we ask all of the participating beverage producers to bring at least one beverage that includes an insect pollinated ingredient.
Wow.
So in reality, that's, any flowers or fruit, vanilla, different things like that all require insect pollination. So it's, paying back a little bit, of that to Sierra Club that then they can use to start local pollinator gardens and do pollinator related education. So that's kind of the gist of the event. And of course, this being our 10th year, we're excited that it is officially our 10th anniversary and it'll be an extra special day. You buy a ticket. Tickets are $35 and it gets you tasting at the event from all the different beverage producers. We have live music from Lofty's Comet that day. And
he's great. That's a great band. That's a great thing.
Yeah, they're really great. And, their drummer, Oliver, works with us in our kitchen. He's one of our kitchen managers. And we've been having them at Buzz Beer Festival for the last few years, and they've done a great job. We always enjoy what they add to the event.
Well, and on top of that, too, you're already offering some exciting new stuff to kind of commemorate this 10-year anniversary. I know that there's brunch service and some updates coming along the way. Where do you want to start at with this?
Well, I'll just start rambling on, and then you can tell me if I went in the right direction or not.
That's kind of what I normally do, Lauren. I just kind of ramble and hope for the best. But, so you guys are offering this edition of brunch. Is it full-time, or is this going to be select days?
So brunch is every Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 11:30. We started it a few weeks ago, so we've really got the cart rolling. We feel like we know what we're doing. We've got our test days under us, and it's been really great. We've had a lot of return customers already, a lot of really great feedback of that. But we have a lot of your kind of brunch classics like biscuits and gravy and avocado toast and various breakfast sandwiches. all of that kind of delicious, comforting brunch food. And of course, we have great beer and cocktails to pair it with.
You really do. That's what I was excited about too, because you really do have a lineup that's paired with every time of day, and I mean that in like the best way possible. It's not a patronizing thing. It's so cool to kind of see that, because no matter if it's 11 o'clock in the morning and I want kind of a I hate to say it, but a breakfast beer. We all have one of those every once in a while, or or if it's 2 or 3 in the afternoon, or if it's 6 o'clock at night and I'm eating dinner. There's something for everybody throughout the day.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for these brunchy moments, we have a lot of kind of fruitier, light beers that pair really well with brunch. And we also serve a beer mosa on the menu. So that's a little bit of orange juice mixed with your beer. It's honestly one of my favorites. We do it as like our kind of staple version is with our citrus wheat beer, but I love it with the blueberry beer. It's just a really nice and slightly, lighter alcohol way to kind of start the day.
I like it. See, exactly. And that way my stomach's not hurting by noon. I don't have a bloated stomach or belly, and life's still looking good,
Exactly. But of course we have all the classics. We've got Bloody Marys and mimosas and that sort of thing too, using really high quality Florida orange juice. And we also have a Bloody Martini, which is a really fun thing to put together. It's a really refreshing take on a Bloody Mary. It's got some of the Bloody Mary mix in it, but then it has pickle brine and pickled tomato brine, as well as the vodka in there, all shaken up and strained. It's really good. You should give it a try if you're like a pickle fan. It's really hits that note.
See, don't get me started on that, because I might be down there. It's 75 degrees all week. I can't not take that opportunity and go, And I'll just say it's like a show recon mission. So that way I'm still kind of, working.
Exactly.
Yeah, Hey, also, what about this new mural? Do you have a new mural?
Oh, so sorry, it took me a second to think. We have so many murals. It took me a minute to think about
You know what? That's a fair point. That was on CJ. That was a bad question.
So we have been making some upgrades to our private event space. We have a great private space that seats up to 100 people. We host all sorts of events there, meetings and wedding receptions, birthday parties, bridal showers, everything. But we left a space very, we left it alone a lot, like we have with a lot of the building, to just really show through like its historic nature. But we decided to add a little bit of special touches to it this past, year and these past few months. So we added a couple of different murals in that space. They're really clean, tasteful murals that can go with any sort of event decoration style, but they just kind of take the space up a notch. I call it like an artsy industrial vibe, I think is what we're going for in there.
There you go. I love it. Well, and now, are you guys booked up, or are you still available for bookings?
We are still available for bookings. We do still have some Saturdays available for this year if people are looking. And we love hosting things, throughout the week, any day of the week. We have all of our information. We're really easy to book, very transparent with our prices. So all the information is on our website at oldbakerybeer.com/events for anyone who's looking to host an event.
And also on top of that, for folks that just want to go out and be a part of your events, you're expanding the Makers Market series this year, correct?
We are. We already have a few of those under our belts already, but we have a really large lineup. Already this year we had our Meow Market, which was a give back for local Meow Town. We had a Pokemon Market. We had a new Books and Brews Market with local authors. But still coming up this year, we have Riverbend Earth Day will be our next one coming up on April 19th. So mark your calendars for that. That's always our biggest event of the year. We also have our Bark Market coming up in July. Cool. Hope Animal Rescues will be the beneficiary of that one. So we'll have all like dog themed items. So dog art made by local vendors, custom leashes, all sorts of different things for your dog and about dogs. And you'll be able to give back to Hope Animal Rescues at the same time. So that's a great one coming up. And then we have our Pride Market, our Halloween Market, and our great lineup of holiday shopping markets throughout November and December.
Well, and those are just something that everyone kind of at this point in time seems like they're marking the calendar for too. And I think that's what's really great is to see kind of your evolution as a community incubator in so many ways, Lauren. And that's why I'm glad to talk with you about this now, because over a decade in the community, I mean, I'm just reading some of this $75,000 in cash donations through local nonprofits through that Drink for a Cause program. And there's so many other blood drives and community drives. But really, is that community aspect a huge notion for you guys at Old Bakery? Is that something that keeps you guys going and really kind of is part of the mission? Or is that something that just kind of happened along the way?
No, I think it's been a really, intentional part of our mission since we
Mhm.
opened. We wanted to be able to give back to our community, both through actual, in-kind donations and cash donations, but also just in being really a community gathering space. We host all sorts of different events for local organizations. Sierra Club has been having a monthly lecture series for years in our event space. As you mentioned, we host blood drives every other month. We host all sorts of different events, and we have kind of honed in on wanting to give back to kind of the small artists in our community as well with our makers markets. So they're all pay what you can. We want to have a really low price of entry for those so that anyone, no matter their situation, is able to kind of join us for an afternoon and show the world their art and hopefully make some sales.
Well, and on top of that too, it seems like it's really becoming a thing people are looking forward to. Like they want to be there. It's not one of those where it's like, okay, well, if I'm available that weekend, I'll be out there to sell. It's something that they're reaching out for and actively doing. And what do you attribute that to? Is it just the kind of community that you've created at Old Bakery? Is it the competitive pricing? Because it seems like the people love this when they go shopping.
I actually think that both for the vendors and the people attending, that doing the themed markets has really helped because you're going to go and find something that you like. Like if you're really into Pokemon, then what's not to like,
Right.
You're going to show up and find people who have similar interests to you. So I feel like it's just as much about like building community and being like with people who enjoy the same things as you as it is about just shopping and supporting local art. So that's why we've kind of continued to increase the very kind of specifically niche markets over the years too. Our Books and Brews was great, and to give people the opportunity to get to know local authors in their community, I think was really fun for people to even see how many people locally are out there actually writing books and putting their work out there. So I think it is just as much about that, just kind of building community, finding like-minded people, as well as shopping.
And well, looking ahead, Lauren, it's been 10 years. Do you guys have any thoughts on I'm not going to ask you what 10 years looks like from now because that's just not fair. But anything coming down the pipeline this year in terms of just, expanding your partnerships with, some of your beverage providers or distributors, or is it adding a little bit more to the business as a whole? Is there anything you want to share with us today about it?
We're really lucky to have several, collaborative partnerships. We, can CBD seltzer water for Moondrops. We can a maple coffee cold brew for Germania. We've partnered with Flourish Farmstead on our Herbarium sparkling tea brand. And now Fuddle Duddle Coffee is going to be using our space for roasting and selling the beans at the brewery. So we're really excited to continue those partnerships and potentially grow those and just be really a hub for anyone in our area wanting to expand their own beverage businesses. We're excited to be a part of that. And I think really we're kind of just planning on honing in and focusing on what we do well and continuing to do it as well as we possibly can while giving back to our community and creating a really welcoming and respectful place for our guests and our employees.
100%. Lauren, before I let you go, let's talk about the Buzzed Beer Festival. This is going to be the 10th anniversary celebration extravaganza, March 21st. Third. Dang it, I was almost right.
You almost got it.
That's why I don't do anything without papers in front of me anymore. March 23rd, this is going to be a great opportunity. If you could fill us in on all the great details again before we say so long for now.
Yep. March 23rd, you'll have 4 hours of tasting and live music. We'll have a small specialty food menu available for sale on that date. giving back to the local Piasa Palisades Sierra Club. But overall, there will be over 50 different beverages that you can sample from. Again, with a really wide range from non-alcoholic to mead to seltzer to cider to beer and spirits. So all different sorts of things to enjoy and taste and find a new favorite on that day. Tickets are $35, or we do have a designated driver ticket available for $10. And of course, we have a very cute custom glass, commemorative glass that you'll get with your ticket with the price of entry on that day. So those are very popular to collect and commemorating our 10th anniversary with that glass this year. And tickets are available now. You can find those on Eventbrite or through our Facebook page or website at Old Bakery Beer.
Thank you so much, Lauren, for stopping by. Congratulations on 10 years, and I can't wait to celebrate with you guys soon.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. We'll take a quick break on this Monday morning. More Daily Show right after this on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Get access to care for anyone, anywhere, at any time. No appointments, no waiting rooms, no traveling. OSF on call.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Baby, everything is alright. Uptight, out of sight.
How about that? Look at that.
See what I'm saying? Everything is
That's enough of you. See what I'm saying with this damn haircut? Pardon my language, but you know what I'm saying here? It's not the haircut. I just didn't put the right darn hairspray in my hair today, and I'm just all over the darn place. That's why I liked having the longer hair with the headphones, because the headphones, they kind of, they tame it all down. I could rock the mullet and no one would ever know it. All right, we're getting through. See, look at that. I did it again. I just got to find the right, proper headphone placement. All right. There it is. Welcome back to our our daily show on 1025, a little bit of change. Hey, live shot there of the nation's capital, and we'll come back with national news at the end of the show. We will be talking with the Always Late TV Movie Awards here shortly, and we were supposed to talk to Poor Decisions today. I don't know if that's going to be on the table today. We'll find out. And hey, if you guys haven't yet, make sure you vote in that. I have never seen that many votes in a poll before on RiverBender.com. 815 people weighing in on their thoughts on who the next mayor will be in the city of Alton. If you haven't done so yet, we encourage you to go to that poll, and wanted to make sure that you're aware of it. Hey, I wanted to fill you in really quickly on this out of Springfield, and it's one of those where kind of something I grew up with and wanted to kind of make sure that you guys knew this too, that the Catholic Charities is celebrating a century this year. So a really great article that was written about their work that they're doing and have done, and I really encourage you to go take a look at that. But hey, the one thing I'm excited to go do is the Chinese Lantern Festival, Animals Aglow, presented by Wells Fargo, is returning to St. Louis Zoo. And its second year running for dozens of new towering lanterns and light displays. Animals Aglow celebrates the culture, art, and the beauty of... Come on in here, Stacy, whatever you can. Or we'll wait for Tony. And during this festival, the first year in 2024, more than 131,000 guests bought tickets to enjoy the larger-than-life lanterns in shapes of plants, wildlife, and mythical creatures. And hey, Stacy, come on in here. Come on in here, folks. Come on in here. I'm just telling people about this the returning of the Animals Aglow at the zoo. They're going to have some illuminated animals. Anyway, with that being said, lanterns will be depicting the 12 Chinese zodiac signs, a towering interactive beehive, lantern topped with giant hummingbirds. That'll be cool. And then interactive displays like light-up seesaws and a Starry Night walkthrough tunnel in the style of Van Gogh. So this all starts March 12th, which is Sunday. It'll run through May the 11th, hours extended to 10 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, April 18th through May 10th. You can get tickets now by going to stzoo.org. That's stzoo.org/Animals Aglow. Poor Decisions in the house.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good morning.
How's life going for you two today?
Good. Any day you wake up is a good day.
That's right. How's Poor Decisions?
Good.
Good. Busy?
We're getting there. Yeah.
Busy?
Yeah.
Good. What's coming down the pipeline?
Thursday is musical bingo.
That's fun.
Friday is, what do we got going on Friday night? Comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
Doors open at 6:30. $10 to get in.
And this is what, the third one?
No, this is like month 3. Yeah, month 3.
There you go.
We're up to like 37 comedians. They come all the way from like Springfield, Kansas City, Missouri, Urbana. We even got some police officers from East St. Louis that come do comedy at our place. So it's a lot of fun. Usually a packed house for the most part. We don't ask you to, buy any drinks or any food. That's optionable. But just $10 at the door. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 6:30. Usually runs to about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Really cool. And with the music bingo, DJ Tony, is that where you come in?
DJ Tony does that. Yeah.
Fill me in. So what time does this start?
So musical bingo starts at 8 on Thursdays, and it is a really fun time to bring anybody with you. Family can come because we serve food. Kids are welcome till when? About 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you could
if you got a parent, you have to be 21 if you do not have a parent.
Yeah, but if you come with the family, you know what I mean? And we just have a whole lot of fun. playing games, and I play clips of songs, and as you recognize them, you mark them on your card.
One of those, that's the song you'll be hearing. That opens it up.
Yeah, so you just daub the card. If you got the, the artist and the song on there, you daub it. And then if you get a bingo, you want a prize.
That's fun. How long have you guys been doing that one for?
We rolled it out. We did like a soft opening on it, seeing how it went. First week was really great. Second week was okay. I think with the cold weather, the weather's just been so bad for everybody, not just bars and restaurants. Everybody.
What's crazy, Stacy, is this damn barometric pressure is driving me batty. I've been having the worst anxiety the last couple of weeks because of, it's like they said it feels like a Category 2 hurricane out there, and it's going to feel like that again Friday. It's just incredible. So I think that's why I haven't been out anywhere. I'm like, I'm better off at home. An anxious drinking CJ is not a good CJ to be around,
So we paused it for a while, and we thought, we'll wait a little while until it warms up a bit. So we're rolling it back out this week. Good week to roll it back out. The pub crawl Saturday.
Yeah.
So that's going to be great downtown for everybody.
Look out. That's all I'm telling you. I am not going to be hosting a daily show Saturday, if you get my drift here. With that being said, I think it's always a great opportunity to talk about just getting started. I mean, it's a hard thing to be in downtown and, to really get things going and being a part of the community. And, with that being said, how's Brian? Giving him he's not here today, so I feel like we can talk about him.
Look, Brian is
10 out of 10?
The jack of all trades.
Okay, there you go.
No, he's a 20 out of 10.
Oh, look at that, Brian. We're giving you some love today.
Me and Brian have been friends for a very long time. I couldn't ask for a better individual to do this journey with, for real. The car lot, the auto shop.
Yeah.
The bar, the DJing, his family, baseball, sports, in his community. He just never sleeps, I don't think. I don't know how he does it. Some mornings I wake up and I still have messages. I'm like, dude, I bartend till 4 a.m. and you're texting me at 6 a.m. Like, did you go to bed last night? So I mean, but he's always on board. It doesn't matter what he's doing, he's on board with anything we have going on. Last night he was like, I need a nap. I've been at baseball since 6:30. We don't get out of there till Saturday, Sunday mornings till 4:30 in the morning.
Well, I'm sure.
By the time we clean stock and do what we got to do, we're out of there at like 4:30. This weekend will be a little rough for us. I'll bartend Thursday. Tony will leave about 1. I'll close down at 2. I'll get out there 3:30. Go back there Friday night. We got the comedy show, and then we'll bartend and we'll get busy, midnight, 1 o'clock. We'll jam out till 3 a.m. Me and Bea leave about 4:30, along with our bouncers. I mean, I have the greatest team. I cannot shout out my team. I have the best team. I really do.
Right on.
My best friend, she's my bar manager. She does my comedy shows. She does any and everything I need her to do. Like, shout out to Jess, for real. My son, he bartends on the weekends after delivering beer all week and coaching football. My oldest boy, he does, man, shout out to Dayton on that. Larry, my security guard, he works at APRN, then he comes in, he's a single dad, he takes care of his boys, but then he comes in, he busts butt there on the weekends at security. P, the new girl we just hired, really good at security. Got Kevin, he works a job, comes in and does security for us. Those guys stay after security and they clean, they sweep, they mop. They hustle beer and stock the coolers. They take the trash out for me. You know what I mean? B works all his jobs, then comes in, he DJs after being at the car lot all day and doing baseball. And so our team is not just a team. They're just not workers to us. They're our family. We meet with them. We do lunches. We do dinners. We try to do outings with those people. They really look out for us.
That's really, really cool. You guys got a moment to stick around?
Yeah, for sure. And then come out Saturday. Crystal, our bartender, it is her surprise birthday party, which she's aware about, but we're throwing
I was going to say, I don't know if we'd surprise.
We're throwing a big bash for her Saturday after the pub crawl. She's got the VIP lounge, but it is going to be upstairs, downstairs, and it is her birthday party Saturday night. So come.
I don't know where I will be at 1 a.m. on Saturday. I'm hoping in my bed, but I make very poor decisions on pub crawl day.
Just on the weekends, CJ. We don't want you to make it every week. Just come make a little poor decision on a Friday or Saturday.
Well, that's the problem. I make enough poor decisions for about 3 months, and then I'm hurting, So that's why I got Brian to take care of me, With that being said, I'll pay a quick bill. We'll come back and we'll talk more poor decisions on this Monday morning, right after this on Riverbender.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. OSFOnCall.org/virtual visit.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good. Brant Walker knows how to get results for Alton because he's done it. As Mayor Brant froze the property tax levy and balanced the budget, his economic development policy stimulated $116 million in private capital investment. Community policing and increased resources for public safety led to a decrease in crime. And under Brant Walker's leadership, Alton secured more than $10 million in extra grant funds for infrastructure and park improvements. Move Alton forward with Brant Walker.
Matesa Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Matesa team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Suck it in if you're renting tin or in Berlin. Make it a spin move or else you'll win. And then begin to see what you're doing to me. This MTV is not for free. It's OPC is killing me. So desperately I'll sing to the other love.
10:36. Welcome back, Daily Show. The best part of the show happens during the break. That's when all the real news comes out. But that's not. We got to save that for a later date.
Absolutely.
Back in with poor decisions.
Retake on that day.
That's right. Back in with poor decisions. Music bingo.
Music bingo is a great time. It's a lot of fun.
It is. It really is.
And here's the thing. If you're not into music bingo, we do have karaoke afterwards. So, I tell you, if you come in, play musical bingo, give it a shot.
I heard karaoke gets serious there.
I mean, it can. I
heard some people drop some very serious bars.
We've had some really great singers come through, even on the weekends. I mean, because we have karaoke throughout the weekend as well. But, Thursday nights, it's low key, it's chill. So, when people are worried about like a major party, it's a Thursday night. Yes, can we get busy? But, it's a safe place. This is why we have security. We don't have security because it gets crazy. We have security because we want to provide a safe place for people to come, for people to have a good time. And you said something earlier, and I'm going to touch on this. In my opinion, Poor Decisions is one of the cleanest bars downtown.
Okay. Yeah. No, thanks for bringing that up.
The bathrooms are nice. Everything is clean. You don't have to come in and feel like, oh, I'm sitting in a bar. This is a place where you come and you feel comfortable. This is, if not just a family establishment, because it is a family establishment.
Yeah, you don't need a shower right after you leave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I want to piggyback off that because we get a lot of negative feedback on that. We get a lot of people at our door that say, you won't let us smoke in there. It is an Illinois state law. I don't know if everybody's aware of that. That you cannot smoke in an establishment unless you have a builded area that you can smoke in that establishment.
Unless there is a clause.
Beer garden,
I will say that there is a clause in this that says CJ Nasello can vape in any bar, and I swear it's in there. I swear.
It has your name on it. I seen that.
I called the governor. I said I cannot take this crap anymore. I've got to vape.
But I just want to say that I really want to express that because I get that a lot. They stop and I want to go back to my security. I have security for the sake of my patrons, okay, and for my staff. And when I say security, I say that off the simple fact of it can get a little live downtown, right? Okay. So just to say, I'm not saying my bar's rowdy, and I'm not saying that I'm any different than any other bar downtown, right? I'm saying that I don't want to have that at my bar is what I'm saying. I want everybody to come to my bar, and I want them to have a good time, and I want them to turn up, and I want them to dance and sing and have drinks and laugh, and I want to be a big, huge cheers, right? And I want everybody to know each other's name, and I want them to come in and, hey, Stacy, hey, Dayton, hey, B, hey, and I want you to dab us up and have a good time. And that's what I want. I don't want to be out there and people say, oh, they got security because it's riffraff there and it's trouble there, and but it's not. It's there so we don't have that. You know what I'm saying? There's never been a physical altercation in there. There's been a couple words said between individuals where we escort them immediately out, and this is what we say to them. Hey, if you leave willingly, everybody has a bad night. You can come back another day.
Right.
But if we gotta walk you out or take you out physically, you can't come back, okay? Because we can't have it.
Well, and especially being a new bar. And Stacy, you know this better than anybody because
Yes.
you've been in this industry for so long. When you're a new bar, you get taken advantage of a lot of times by bad people.
And when there's multiple bars and everybody doesn't have those same rules, people don't like rules. We're the bad guy because we got the rules, right?
Yeah.
And then you get people say, well, you're winding people down. We have to, okay? We have to.
Well, hell yeah.
And I
like
do that for the safety of other people, okay? People do what they want to do. You can do what you want. You're your own person. I can't tell you what you can do or how you can present yourself when you go out to an establishment. What I can do is prevent anybody getting hurt inside my establishment.
That's
okay?
a great thing.
And I can prevent how my people go home at the end of the night, how my patrons go home at the end of the night. So I just want to say the security is not there because we're this bar that has riffraff or trouble. We're there to make sure everybody goes home safe, okay?
Yeah.
We're there to make sure nobody's coming in with guns or knives or, trouble or bringing their own bottles in. And back to the smoking thing. I'm not a smoker myself. I can't express, what it's like to smoke, whether it's cigarettes or, whatever you smoke, okay? So I don't know how that feels to not be able to smoke a cigarette because you get a little buzz or whatever the case is, right? But my establishment's very clean. We keep it up to date. Every holiday you come in, you're going to see St. Patty's, you're going to see Valentine's, there's going to be Christmas trees everywhere.
Yeah.
We take pride in that, okay? We have totes upstairs full of decorations. When one comes down, the next goes up. I don't want to go home smell like a cigarette or an ashtray or weed or whatever you use for that term.
Well, and see, that's the other thing, because I'm a big advocate for smoking pot. If you want to go and
and
light
all my
up,
friends smoke.
God
And high
love
five
you.
to you. Do it in your car, do it outside on the sidewalk, but you can't do it in my establishment.
That's the other thing, because I'm one of those people where, I smoke weed, but I don't want, I have nephews and stuff, so I don't smoke flower in my house because I don't want them to come in my house and smell pot. It just like if I'm out in public, I don't want people to go, wow, CJ's blowing down like a damn Christmas tree
My
today.
family smokes, my best friend smokes.
It's just
and that's
respect.
Fine.
It's
in your
respect.
house, in your place of whatever. And I don't knock anybody's, hey, 420 smokers, high five.
No, it's not about. It's about respect.
But yes, and it's a state law. If you don't have an enclosure built on your establishment that is approved for that, it's not supposed to happen. And I get a lot of lashback. I had this just a few weeks ago. You guys are dead. You guys don't have the clientele because you don't allow people to smoke in your establishment.
Good.
I'm sorry.
I don't want you.
And I'm not going to allow it.
I don't blame you.
I deep clean every day. My bartenders spend downtime cleaning. I'm not going to scrub my walls because they smell like cigarette smoke. I'm not going to have an establishment when I walk in there, it stinks so bad. I don't want to be there. You get what I'm saying? So I love all of you, and I love people that patronize my establishment, but what I never allow is people to smoke in my establishment. I apologize.
Well, it's just a respect thing. It just goes back to that, because not everyone wants to smoke. Not everyone wants to
and
smell
we're
your
hitting
shit.
the nice weather,
Yeah,
so going outside shouldn't
Yeah,
even
it shouldn't be a
issue.
problem coming up. And next winter, I promise to try to have an enclosure out back that is fenced in for you guys to smoke. So
Well, even
you
if
guys
it's
won't
not,
have
it's
that
a good
in the
time to
winter.
quit smoking your cigarettes. Quit smoking your damn cigarettes anyway.
Yes.
So let's get to the events, because we got a couple of seconds left. When should we be at Poor Decisions?
You should be there every other Thursday.
Every other Thursday.
Every
yeah.
2 weeks, musical bingo.
Yeah,
every Thursday.
the second and fourth Thursdays of every month,
Yes.
we're going to do musical bingo. Friday this week is our comedy show.
So we do that every 2 weeks. So second and fourth Friday of every month, we have a comedy
And
show.
then tell them real quick about your VIP room.
VIP room upstairs, right? So $125 through the week includes your bottle of choice, and $225 on the weekends includes your bottle of choice, and that's the whole month of March.
Nice.
So it holds 25 people upstairs. It has a dartboard, has fireplace, TV, Bluetooth speaker, or if you do a party on the weekend, you get the lovely DJ Fat Ass upstairs on your Bluetooth speaker.
Do you have the
for your
fat ass
party.
bucket yet?
Yeah, and we do have a fat ass bucket. 32
That was
ounces.
Yeah, that's right.
Of deliciousness for $18, and you get to take your bucket home. So, and we have a new specialty drink menu. It's full of all of our famous signature drinks. So you can come down and check that out.
And all your boozy slushies.
And we have all our bougie slushies. Yes, our bougie slushies, which are going to do great this summer.
Oh my God.
Yes, and we're looking to do a lot of stuff with AP next door.
They're
this
cool.
summer, we're going to have some Jeeps coming through. We're going to have some cars coming through, some bikes coming through. We're super amped about doing this pub crawl this Saturday. We're going to have some Jello
I am
shot girls
sorry
out on
when
the
you
streets.
see
We're
me.
going to
I
have
am
some beer
so
totes out
sorry.
on the streets. We're going to have the bartenders inside. We're going to have some food. There's going to be some free corned beef and cabbage if you do a drink purchase at our place. So yeah, we just got a lot of stuff. But the biggest thing I want to say is we're looking for guest DJs, guest bartenders. And if there's anything you want to see downtown, please inquire on our Facebook page and let us know what you'd like to see, because we are looking for things to do Sunday through Wednesday to do at the bar that you guys would like to see come downtown.
Absolutely. Well, and seriously, thank you too. And I am going to apologize in advance for the state that you see me in next Saturday.
Hey, you can sleep upstairs.
I probably
VIP
will.
Lounge, just have them swing you right
It
to the
would
front
not
door.
be the first time I have passed out upstairs at one of the downtown bars. I will say that. But I will say that you can make poor decisions with me anytime right over there on State Street, that beautiful building, taken care of nice, to go see DJ Tony and go play some music bingo, go to comedy night and watch some people kill it, and just go ahead and watch a DJ Fat Ass on the stage. And
Hey, and
dance.
CJ, the back room is free for parties now.
Boom.
Fat
There you
Ass
go.
takes the stage Friday and Saturday at 10 p.m. till 3 a.m. So DJ's included. You get one booth, and it's free of charge if you use the back room.
We'll see you there.
See you
Have
there.
a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. osfoncall.org/virtual visit.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good. Brant Walker knows how to get results for Alton because he's done it. As Mayor Brant froze the property tax levy and balanced the budget, his economic development policy stimulated $116 million in private capital investment. Community policing and increased resources for public safety led to a decrease in crime. And under Brant Walker's leadership, Alton secured more than $10 million in extra grant funds for infrastructure and park improvements. Move Alton forward with Brant Walker.
Matesa Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Matesa team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Hello, it's me. I've thought about us for a long, long time. Maybe I think too much.
I love you guys too, and welcome back to Our Daily Show. It is almost 60 degrees. I am so ready to get the hell out of here. It's going to be too nice this week. I'm thinking it's work from home all week.
Yeah.
You know? Work
home.
Work home. You can also go to the I don't know how to tie this in. Always Late TV Movie Awards is Sunday, March the 23rd. Woo! You guys have a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. There's a lot of people involved this year.
Yes, thankfully.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, to begin, I know you mentioned that you just started seeing somebody.
Oh, wait, no.
So I would personally like to recommend you have Always Late TV tickets.
I was a great presenter last year. So good that my guest didn't show up.
Yeah, should we talk about that?
Yeah, I haven't forgotten. I still feel like I did something wrong.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Did you know this cat? Can I go ahead and just get the cat out of the...
I would love to unpack this.
It was not good. I felt like I went out there and I knew it was going to be a rough day because my damn suit was in the dry cleaner, so I'm patching together stuff. You know, my hairspray's gone. Mm-hmm. Mullet was rocking. It was not good. And so I went out there to present and I thought, okay, I got this. Here's my lines. And then no one showed up, and I thought, because I scared him off, I thought it was like, God, that guy can just keep my award.
They left him on the stage.
It wasn't the first time that's happened.
They left him on
wasn't
the
the first time I've been left on the stage. But
well, I didn't want to talk about this on air, but the unicycle stunt you pulled and shirtless, why?
Because I wanted them to give me money to put it back on, Kat. Yeah! That's why. I understand. But that won't happen this year.
No, it won't.
There's like a ton of people coming to this damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, we have people from Italy.
Yeah, they're coming all over the world.
UK, Australia, and we even have some celebrity guest stars coming for our improv show, Katarina, right?
Yep. And there were 202 films submitted from 33 countries. So
that's incredible.
That's how
Did you watch them all already?
I watched the majority.
Bella does a lot of the watching.
A lot of the watching, a lot of the viewing going on.
It's insane. I mean, like, when you speak of films, you think of, like, Hollywood. I mean, me hating Hollywood can be in another interview. I have a lot to say about Hollywood.
Bella really hates Hollywood.
Dude, I kick it.
Out of there with that junk.
So basically, we celebrate the excellence in the independent filmmakers who don't have that damn Hollywood budget.
Yeah.
They cannot make these movies $3 million, $4 million. However, they don't have the same opportunity as a lot of people. However, they still put in the work, they still put in the hours, and they make a great film. And I have seen so many, not even from America, from all around the world.
Yeah.
I mean, it is amazing.
It's crazy to see the creativity, too, when you have no budget to work with.
When you have no budget, all you have is creativity.
But it's seriously all you have. And now, have there been a few that you're excited for the public to see?
Oh, God. I've been making videos, reaction videos to quite a few of them. My top 5, I really want for everyone to see on our screenings. March 22nd is...
22nd, that's the Saturday before the Sunday.
Yes, March 22nd. So basically, everyone needs to see Hug Team Go. I don't know how everyone feels about puppets. I didn't personally like them until I watched Hug Team Go. That was hysterical.
Is it like Team America?
No, it's like a team of puppets. I'm not kidding you. And they just like beat the shit out of other people.
Yeah, it's Team America World. I love that damn thing. Yeah.
With puppets.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah.
I never wanted anything to do with puppets until I watched that.
That's a lot of work. Puppets are a lot of work to film.
I mean,
have you done this a lot?
No, but I could just imagine. I've seen how they made Gumby, you know?
Yeah, Gumby, blast from the past. Oh my goodness. Wait,
I just assume it takes a long time. I don't know.
Bella might be too young. Do you know Gumby?
I know The Amazing World of Gumball.
No, the green guy.
The Grinch?
No.
I'm sending this to you after the interview, and you'll be slightly traumatized, slightly impressed.
I got in so much trouble because I called one kid Gumby in middle school.
You did not.
I was the best. I was like Don Rickles. I could just light you up like the 4th of July. There was one time I said, I came up with the whole joke of, please, you're like, okay, so like when you tell somebody when you take a selfie, it goes straight to panorama mode.
Yeah.
CJ Nasello invented that one.
Oh.
Or like the...
Wow, congrats.
Yeah, you know, like I was great. I'm a great wrestler.
I'm getting a little nervous now in the room with...
We are in a room with...
a lot of heat in the kitchen here. But
if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
But anyway, this is Gumby. Look at this little guy, Bella.
Oh, are you going to pull it up?
Yeah, look at... Oh, it's a little zoomed out, but that's Gumby.
That's Gumby.
This little green guy. Let me
Look at
zoom in
that
because my
guy.
eyes are bad. Look at him.
Wait.
Wonderful.
That's not... a puppet.
Look at his
That's
little
clay.
foot
It's
face.
too
It's
cute.
claymation.
He's got a little foot face.
So I called some kid Gumby and I got in trouble. I don't know why. I thought it was funny. But what also was great about this is seeing everyone coming together and just having fun. I mean, you guys really have this great community for this film festival, Kat. That's really kind of cool.
Yeah, we do. I actually have some names of some special guests that are going to be coming. Okay.
Ooh.
So we have Rick and Laura Hall. Laura Hall is the pianist from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
That's awesome.
Rick Hall is her husband, and he has been on Seinfeld. He's been on Disney, acted with Zendaya before. Just a really great guy.
That's
really great
awesome.
guy.
Who was from? Did we say Seinfeld yet?
I think so.
Okay.
But let's reiterate that because that's a big name.
It is.
And he's involved. And I'm like, wow, okay, he's going to act with us. Then we have Steve Ewing from The Urge
He's
and
always
Steve's
a
Hot
good guy.
Dogs.
His hot dogs are so amazing.
And then we have an Emmy award-winning filmmaker who's also going to be in attendance.
His movie is amazing too.
Which one's
talk
that?
about it.
It is the it is what's it called?
Is it Nuke Suwon?
No, it's a movie about the imaginary friend, and so basically it has Skewitt.
Oh, okay.
Something Skewitt.
That's cool.
I don't know.
That's really cool.
Well, it's interesting because they contacted us, the Emmy-winning filmmakers. Can you look up that movie really quick with Tom Skewitt?
We'll do that real quick in a commercial break.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We'll
But
come back.
Let's overview the event real quick so
Yeah.
people know exactly what we're talking about. The Always Late TV Movie Awards is coming up. The official award ceremony on Sunday, March the 23rd. What time?
That's going to be 7 to 9:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then right before the award show that's March 23rd. I'm just going to run backward.
You do it. Yeah.
Okay. March 23rd, 7 to 9:30 p.m. is the award show. The red carpet is 5:30 p.m. to 6:55 p.m. that same day. There is an improv comedy show that I'm going to be acting in, that I've been writing, that I cast. It's going to have a lot of the celebrity guests that I mentioned performing in it.
That's cool.
That's going to be 4 to 5:30 p.m. By the way, parking and attendance is all free, so come on out.
Free
99.
We like free parking.
We are advocates for free parking.
That's allowed. That's a clappable moment.
Oh yeah, and then March 22nd, we have an improv comedy show from 7 to 8 p.m. We have screenings from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then also 8:30 p.m. to 10:40 p.m. This is all on alwayslatetv.com as well, because I'm just info dumping. Lastly, we have a meet and greet with John Lear, the Geico caveman.
Oh, hell yeah. That'd be fun.
You can
he's awesome.
meet him, talk to him 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at Post Commons, 300 Abbey Street, Alton, Illinois. And that's, again, 11 to 12:30 p.m. on March 22nd. Lastly, there's a kickoff event, March 17th.
Damn.
That is 1 week from today.
That
1
is-
week.
That is on a Monday.
Yeah, 7 to 9 p.m. 7 to 9 p.m. at Post Commons.
Wow.
So there you go.
Really cool. You guys have a moment to stick around?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and talk more about the Always Late TV Movie Awards right after this. You stay there. We'll stay here on Riverbender and Roku.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
What are you doing? We did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, we'll go. It's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab select 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Participation trophy.
You tried, and that matters.
I have a lot of character in my hair. All right, with that, that's 11 o'clock on RiverBender.com and Roku TV. Back with the Always Late TV Movie Award cat, Bella, in the studio. What do we talk about now?
We talk about the movie I couldn't remember earlier because that's mental block. It's An Old Friend. And off of that, I mean, we got a lot of movies this year that really deal with bigger issues such as depression. We see that in Bleeding Heart. We see ALS in Looking in the Lights. We see, anxiety and ADHD and, several of the films, especially Hot Mess. That shows a very big significance of struggling with anxiety and ADHD. Yeah. And it's just how amazing, it is for these people to tell their stories. And another movie I need to hit on is Breasts Not Required. Mm-hmm. That is a documentary about a plethora of women who decided to go flat after their breast cancer instead of getting implants, because once you watch the movie, you realize that the silicone in those implants can cause adverse health effects, but they don't tell you that. They're not obligated to tell you that. So for these women who went through such a vulnerable and extremely hard time to get up, get in front of a camera and tell their stories, that's our community. And I'm proud to say those are people in our community. I am proud of my community.
Yeah, that's great. Well, and I'm just really excited to see the other films too, and people in the public have a chance to watch. How many of these are we going to be able to watch?
Oh man, that's a good, I don't know the perfect count, but from 8 a.m. to like 10:30 p.m. with about a 2-hour break.
A lot of movies.
So, yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of movies.
Go there team. You go. And is it free to watch them?
No, it's probably $1 million. I'm kidding. Yes, it's free.
It's free.
We do it free. We're not Hollywood. You come into us, you're safe with us. We'll take care of you.
For the most part, safe with us. But you'll be able to watch films.
Yes, you will be able to watch films.
I say that because before I came in here, Bella looks at me and she's like, I had a dream about you last night. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling like, what a compliment. She's like, yeah, you murdered someone. Oh. But I couldn't report it until after the show was done.
Yes, because we had the Riverbender in my dream the next morning, and Katerina killed someone. And I was thinking, like, okay, I gotta turn her in, like, I'm a criminologist, whatever. But we have the show to do, and we have to get out the award show, so we have to postpone the law execution.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, very good friend.
Yeah, I thought I was in the dream. I pat myself on the back.
You know, the only thing that I murdered was the fact that I did such a bad job at my presentation. No one showed up, and the audience left. We had.
Okay, you know what? You want to know something bad? You want to know something really bad?
Yeah.
It's something worse than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
One day, I missed a whole day of filming because I slept in 2 hours.
Oh.
I remember that day. I was waiting in a barn. There were mosquitoes. I'm allergic to horses.
Oh.
I was just waiting and waiting.
And I mean, shit like that just happens. And I had to, put on my big girl pants and go, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what's wrong with
That's not what Bella said. She said, I'm the biggest star. I'm the biggest name here. I'm just going to sleep in today.
Yeah, she said, I said, Bella, what gives? Now I have hives and no footage. And she said, get over it.
Get over
Lick
it.
my boot. I said, oh.
What are you looking forward to the most for the weekend of film festival?
So I'm biased. I'm really excited for the improv shows.
Yeah.
I really took...
What time are those again? Just so we can, not all, just for your section of them,
Yeah. So if you want to support me and nobody else for some strange reason, no, I'm kidding. No, the improv comedy show on Saturday is 7 to 8 p.m. And then on Sunday, it's 4 to 5:30 p.m.
Oh,
and
nice.
I took a really interesting approach. So there's a lot of really great improv comedy in the area. But I'm kind of combining some long form and short form elements. So for those who aren't familiar, short form games are just a few minutes at a time, and then you'll completely cut to a new topic, go to the next thing. Long form can stretch out over quite a few minutes. So it's going to be a very lightly scripted show with a lot of fun in between. Saturday, if I can talk about it, is going to be about, it's called Uncle Ricky's Improv Till You Die.
Okay,
and
Uncle Ricky already sounds fun.
Oh yeah, it's Uncle Ricky. He's got a lot to do.
I know Uncle Ricky.
Yeah, he has 2 nepo babies, if I may say that without being offensive to real nepo babies.
Yeah, they're all in Hollywood.
They're all in Hollywood, exactly.
Or they host a morning show.
Oh no!
Just kidding.
Are you
I'm
a
just
nepo
kidding.
baby?
No.
I hope your Cowlick never gets resolved.
Don't say that about yourself. Never say that about yourself. Wow.
Well, it's okay.
sorry.
Just the respect just
Sorry.
seeped out. No, I'm kidding. I love you. Thank you for
Bella
having us.
can't look at me now.
I don't know if I'm kidding.
now we know why the audience wasn't there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No. We love CJ.
Now we're just roasting CJ. We're never gonna come back here. No,
What's new?
What's new? And
I can't with you.
On Sunday, back on topic, I'll do the spiel. It's going to be based off of soap opera that is losing views, and so the director's just desperate to get views. So
Is it
hilarity
because their
ensues.
audience is actively dying?
From Uncle Ricky's? That might be part of it.
You might have asked a little too many questions.
I'm incriminating myself in this show.
Uncle Ricky
I do
might
not
show up at your door. I don't know.
Me, Kevin, and Bella are all Italian, but that's neither here nor there. So.
Oh, are we Sicilian? Sicilian from Palermo.
Sicilians aren't real.
Oh.
Josh.
Oh. God, that almost ended in another culture war, Bella. That almost
don't
ended
really
in another
believe that.
culture. Do you see what started the first one in the first place, Bella, now? See that? How they look down at the Sicilians? It happened. That's what happened.
I just know that
It's
from
a
my
are you
childhood.
northern? Are you a northern Italian?
Yeah, that's
I
what
just
happened.
know that my
how she
grandmother
looked down on
informed
us?
me.
Well, my grandmother informed me a lot about the northern Italians.
Same here. So why don't we do this?
All right.
What do we get the most information on? Where do we get the most information on Always Late TV Movie Awards?
Well, you can go to alwayslatetv.com. You can also check out my Instagram. It is Bella_Torregrossa, TORREGROSSA. Sorry, but that's it. I post a lot of clips on, just getting ready for the show. You can get your tickets at the website. You can also check our Facebook, Always Late TV, our Instagram, Always Late TV. Any social media, just type in Always Late TV and see what you can find.
Yeah. Even on Eventbrite.
There you go.
Yeah, we got Eventbrite.
All right, Kat, what's your social media? How do we stay up to date with you?
So on social media,
Bella is seething.
Yeah, let me tell you, I don't actually post a lot, but I am Katerina Clayton, no spaces. Just I am Katerina Clayton on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, you are.
And there are random things about me on the internet, like interviews and things. If you want to waste about 5 minutes of your life, you can read those, but I would recommend you don't.
Yeah.
I recommend you do.
Read it.
I recommend you do. Read them. Be a part of it. And We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. I'm out of time today. See you all tomorrow.
I will see you guys next week.
That's right. Until then, just try your best to stay out of jail.
Yeah!